It's Tuesday night. The day is done. You've fought your battles, navigated the chaos of the world, and you've returned to your sanctuary. You just want an hour of silence, an hour of peace, and then it starts. The atmosphere in the room shifts. The temperature drops. You can feel the emotional storm gathering on the horizon before she even says a word. It's the way she loads the dishwasher aggressive. You've fought your battles, punctuated by heavy sighs. It's a sudden, urgent need to discuss a perceived slight from her mother 3 weeks ago. It's the realization that you bought the wrong brand of almond milk, and this minor logistical error is now a referendum on your competence, your commitment, and your love for her. You are ambushed by chaos in your own home. You feel the exhaustion creeping into your bones, the familiar anxiety tightening your chest. You are walking on eggshells, trying to de-escalate a situation that you didn't create and don't understand. You try to use logic. You try to offer solutions. It's a sudden, it never works. The argument escalates. The tears flow. The accusations fly. Loud. You are emotionally depleted, mentally drained, and utterly confused. You are living in a psychological war zone, and the enemy is the woman you sleep next to. Stop. Stop lying to yourself. Stop believing the delusion that this is just a rough patch. Stop pretending that if you can just communicate better, she will finally be calm, rational, and content. She will not, because she does not want peace and content. She does not want solutions. She wants drama. She is addicted to the emotional roller coaster, and you are the unwilling passenger strapped into the front seat. I have counseled hundreds of men who are trapped in this exact dynamic. Men who are successful in the world but powerless in their own homes. Men who are desperate for peace but drowning in drama. They all ask the same question. Why does she do this? Today, we are exposing the brutal truth about the female addiction to drama. We are dissecting the biological and psychological mechanisms that drive this need for chaos. And we are revealing how this addiction is systematically destroying your peace, your masculinity, and your soul. Your fundamental error is the assumption that she shares your desire for peace and tranquility. She does not. You are a man. You are wired for order, logic, and the preservation of energy. You crave the absence of conflict, the stability of a predictable environment. She is a woman. She is wired for emotional fluidity, intuition, and the constant testing of boundaries. She craves emotional stimulation, the intensity of the storm. You are operating under the delusion that her drama is a problem to be solved, that if you can just address the underlying issue, the chaos will subside. This is a catastrophic misunderstanding of the female psyche. The drama is not the problem. The drama is the goal. The chaos is the point. So what do? You engage with the chaos. When the storm hits, you jump into the water. You try to rescue her from the chaos she created. You become the emotional firefighter, constantly putting out the fire she starts. You think you are helping. You are not helping. You are enabling. You are reinforcing the behavior. You are teaching her that drama is the most effective way to get your attention, your energy, your resources. You are the gambler who keeps putting coins into the slot machine, convinced that the next pull will be the jackpot of peace. But the machine is rigged. The only outcome is emotional bankruptcy. Stop engaging. Stop explaining. Stop apologizing. Stop engaging. Stop explaining. To hold space for her chaos. This advice is poison. It is feeding the beast. When you validate the irrational, you become irrational. When you absorb the chaos, you become chaotic. When you prioritize her feelings over reality, you abandon your masculine frame. And when you abandon your frame, you lose her respect. Wake up. You need to stop trying to calm the storm and start learning how to stand firm in the face of it. You need to stop prioritizing her emotional comfort over your own peace of mind. Because your peace of mind is the foundation of your strength. And your strength is the only thing that can protect you from the chaos. Why is she addicted to drama? Why does she seem to thrive in chaos and wither in peace? It is not random. It is the predictable outcome of biological wiring, psychological conditioning, and the perverse incentives of the modern world. To understand the depth of the addiction, you must accept these 4 brutal truths. Brutal truth number 1, the biology of stimulation, the flatline EKG analogy. The female psyche is wired for emotional variance. It requires a constant stream of stimulation, connection, and emotional intensity to feel alive. This is a survival mechanism. In the ancestral environment, emotional sensitivity was crucial for recognizing threats, navigating social dynamics, and ensuring the survival of offspring. But in the modern world, where physical threats are rare and stability is abundant, this mechanism turns inward. It seeks stimulation in the realm of relationships and emotions. When a relationship becomes stable, predictable, and peaceful, it triggers a profound anxiety in her, the anxiety of boredom. Think of an EKG monitor. The peaks and valleys represent life, vitality, energy. The drama she creates the arguments, the crises, the emotional storms are the peaks and valleys. They are the proof that the relationship is alive. The peace you crave is the flatline. It is the absence of stimulation. It is death. This is why she will often manufacture a crisis out of thin air when things are going too well. She needs the stimulation. She needs the emotional intensity. This is the paradox of the modern relationship. The very stability you strive to create is the very thing that triggers her need for chaos. Brutal truth number 2, drama as a fitness test, the stress test. This is the crucial insight that changes everything. The drama is not just random chaos. It is a sophisticated testing mechanism. Women are biologically wired to seek the strongest, most resilient male, available, hypergamy. To assess a man's strength, she must test him. She must probe for weakness. She must push the boundaries to see where the limits are. The drama is a shit test, a subconscious mechanism to assess your emotional control, your resilience, your frame. Think of it as a stress test for a skyscraper. The engineers subject the structure to extreme winds, earthquakes, and pressures to ensure that it can withstand the forces of nature. She is the engineer. You are the skyscraper. She is the engineer. When she manufactures a crisis over the almond milk, it is not about the almond milk. The drama is not just random chaos. If you crumble, if you get angry, if you apologize, if you engage with the chaos, you fail the test. You demonstrate weakness. You signal that you are emotionally unstable and incapable of handling pressure. And this failure triggers a profound biological anxiety in her. If you cannot handle her emotional storm, how can you handle the real storms of life? If you remain calm, indifferent, and unmoved by the drama, you pass the test. You demonstrate strength. I had a client, a successful entrepreneur. He was about to close a major deal. He needed focus, clarity, and peace. The night before the final negotiation, his wife manufactured a massive crisis about his relationship with his mother, a completely irrational, emotionally charged conflict that lasted for hours. He was devastated. He thought she was sabotaging him. She was, but not consciously. She was testing him. She was testing whether his mission was stronger than her emotions, whether he could handle the pressure. Brutal truth number 3, the addiction mechanism, the dopamine casino. We live in a society that is addicted to stimulation. Social media, constant entertainment, and the relentless pursuit of novelty have created a dopamine economy where attention is the currency and boredom is the enemy. Drama is a potent source of dopamine. It is the emotional equivalent of a high-stakes gamble. The intense emotions, the anger, the tears, the conflict, The resolution creates a powerful neurochemical cocktail that makes her feel alive. This is the dopamine casino. The unpredictable nature of the drama provides the variable reward system that is far more addictive than the consistent reward of peace and stability. Peace is boring. Stability is monotonous. Drama is exciting. This addiction is amplified by the validation economy. The modern woman is conditioned to seek constant attention and validation. Drama is a highly effective way to capture attention. When she manufactures a crisis, she becomes the center of the universe. You drop everything to focus on her. This is the archetype of the professional victim or the drama queen. The woman who defines herself by her problems, her struggles, her emotional intensity. When she picks a fight with you, she is not just expressing frustration. She is creating a narrative where you are the villain and she is the victim. This narrative generates sympathy, support, and attention from her social circle. It makes her feel seen, heard, and important. Brutal truth number 4, the absence of real struggle, the boredom paradox. This is the paradox of modern life. We live in an age of unprecedented comfort, safety, and convenience. We are no longer struggling for survival. We are no longer facing the existential threats that define the lives of our ancestors. The human psyche is wired for struggle. We need challenges, adversity, and purpose to feel alive. In the absence of real struggle, the psyche manufactures artificial struggle. The drama is the artificial struggle, the manufactured adversity, the substitute for the real challenges of life. Think of it as a comfort crisis. When life becomes too easy, too predictable, too comfortable, the mind rebels. It creates chaos to escape the terrifying void of boredom and meaninglessness. This is especially true for women who prioritize comfort and security above all else. They achieve the life they thought they wanted, the stable marriage, the comfortable home, the predictable routine, and then they realize that they are bored, that they feel empty. The drama is the attempt to fill the void, to create the illusion of intensity, passion, and purpose. She is not unhappy despite the comfort. And then they realize that they are bored. And you, the provider of that comfort, become the target of her dissatisfaction. So, this is the reality. She is addicted to drama. She needs chaos to feel alive. And her addiction is destroying your peace. What do you do about it? You cannot change her nature. You cannot cure her addiction. You cannot force her to be rational or peaceful, but you can control your response. You can protect your peace of mind. You can reclaim your frame. This is not about winning the arguments. This is about making the arguments irrelevant. Here is your protocol for navigating the chaos and reclaiming your peace. E. The art of non-engagement. Do not jade. The first step is to stop feeding the beast. Stop engaging with the drama. When she manufactures a crisis, do not jade, justify, argue, defend, or explain. When you jade, you are signaling that her irrational accusations are valid. You are accepting her frame. You are entering the chaos. You must refuse to participate in the psychological theater. When she attacks you with irrational complaints, do not defend yourself. Do not argue the facts. Use techniques like agree and amplify. If she says, "You are so selfish," say, "You are right. I am the most selfish man in the world." This short-circuits the manipulation by demonstrating that you are unaffected by her accusation. If the drama continues, deploy the ultimate weapon of non-engagement: silence. Remain completely silent and unresponsive to the chaos. R. Be the lighthouse. Cultivate stoic indifference. If she is the storm, you must be the lighthouse. The lighthouse does not try to calm the storm. It does not get angry at the waves. It does not apologize for the rocks. It stands firm, impenetrable, shining its light, providing a fixed point of reference in the chaos. You must cultivate a profound, stoic indifference to her emotional turbulence. You must remain grounded in your reality, unmoved by her anxieties, and unaffected by her drama. When she deploys the weaponized tears, do not comfort her. When she escalates the conflict, do not react. Your emotional control is your armor. It protects you from the chaos and demonstrates your strength. San. Enforce boundaries. On peace, the power of walking away. Your peace of mind is your most valuable asset. You must protect it ruthlessly. You must establish clear boundaries around your tolerance for drama. If she insists on manufacturing chaos, you must enforce the boundary by walking away. Remove yourself from the situation. Leave the room. Leave the house. Go for a drive. Say, I am not going to participate in this drama. When you are calm, we can talk. You must demonstrate that you are willing to end the interaction if your peace is violated. This teaches her that her drama will not be rewarded with your attention. It will be rewarded with your absence. Si. Prioritize your mission, the antidote to chaos. The antidote to the artificial struggle of drama is the real struggle of a mission. You must prioritize your mission above all else. Your purpose, your goals, your ambitions. When you are focused on your mission, you are less available for the petty dramas of daily life. You are less affected by the emotional chaos. Your mission is the source of your strength, your fulfillment, your masculinity. Do not allow her drama to distract you from your mission. If she demands that you prioritize her emotional comfort over your purpose, you must refuse. Woo. Prepare for the extinction burst. Hold the line. This is critical. When you stop engaging with the drama, she will escalate the behavior. This is the extinction burst, the desperate attempt to regain control by amplifying the chaos. The tantrums will become nuclear. The accusations will become hysterical. The threats will become existential. You must anticipate this backlash, and you must withstand it. This is the ultimate test of your resolve. If you crumble, you will reinforce the addiction and make it even harder to break free. You must hold the line. Remain stoic, indifferent, and focused on your mission. Eventually, the storm will pass. She will either adapt to the new reality or she will leave. Either way, you win. You regain your peace. So there you have it. The brutal truth about why she needs drama to feel alive. It is a biological imperative, a psychological addiction, and a sophisticated testing mechanism. And it is systematically destroying your peace, your masculinity, and your soul. You now understand the biology of stimulation, the stress test, the dopamine casino, and the comfort crisis. The brutal truth about why she needs drama to feel alive. Non-engagement, the dopamine casino, ruthless boundaries, the prioritization of your mission. The path to peace is clear. But are you going to take it? I doubt it. Most of you watching this are too weak, too afraid of the conflict, too addicted to the role of the emotional firefighter. You will watch this video, feel a temporary sense of clarity, and then the next time she manufactures a crisis, you are going to engage. You are going to JADE. You are going to sacrifice your peace for the illusion of connection. Why? Because it's easier. It's easier to be the compliant nice guy than the strong man who demands respect. It's easier to absorb the chaos than to enforce the boundaries. It's easier to live in the familiar misery of the emotional war zone than to face the terrifying uncertainty of standing alone. You prefer the illusion of a relationship to the reality of self-respect. So go ahead. Ignore everything I just said. Keep feeding the beast. Keep walking on eggshells. Keep wondering why you are exhausted, anxious, and miserable. Or you can wake up. You can accept the brutal reality. You can stop engaging with the drama. You can become the lighthouse. You can reclaim your peace. The choice is yours. But remember this, the chaos you tolerate is the life you choose. Prove me wrong. If you are trapped in this cycle of drama, I want to hear your story in the comments. What are the manufactured crises you are facing? How are you protecting your peace? We need to expose this silent epidemic.